You are listening to the USDN on the DFPN.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of 2025. I am the chairman of the United States Department of Nerds, where we are for the people, by the people, and of the people. Before we jump into my new comic book day recommendations for May 28th, let's jump into the top 5 from last week. Coming in at number 5, I have The Curse of Sherlee Johnson from the Spawn universe. This is issue 1 by Daniel Henriquez, art by Jonathan Glampian, and covers by Jonathan Glampian and Todd McFarlane. This was a really fun story. I enjoyed it tremendously. Recommend you checking that one out. Now, coming in at number 4, we're going Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue 11 by Jeff Jensen, Kurt Pierres, art by Andrea Muti and David Lapham. And this is the Unwita Citria cover. Such a fun series. These are always fun. Check out EC Comics and Oni Press and what they're doing. They're doing some phenomenal things right now. Coming in at number 3, I had to give it to Ghost Machines, Redcoat, issue 12 by Jeff Johns. This is the Raymond Gay and Brad Anderson cover. Pencils were by Brian Hitch, inks by Andrew Curry, colors by Brad Anderson and Rob Lee, as always, on the lettering. This series has been so good. Cannot recommend you enough. Go pick up the trade paperback and enjoy it. Now, coming in at number 2 this week, I had to give it to Green Hornet Miss Fury's finale. This is issue 5 by Alex Segura, Henry Barajas, art by Federico Soressa, and cover by Francesco Francavilla. Fun series, great finale. Look for it on trade paperback when it comes out here in another month or two. You're going to enjoy this one tremendously. And finally, my number 1 pick from last week. Had to give it to a new book from Image that's called Sleep. It is written by, drawn by, and covered by Xander Cannon. Y'all, go pick this up. If it's still on the shelf at your local comic shop, this was so good. If you're a fan of horror like I am, you're going to love this book. Give it a look. You will not be disappointed in this book. Now, let's jump over to New Comic Book Day for the 28th of May. It's hard to believe we're already at the end of May, and this was a big week in comic books. There was 301 new issues and 607 releases overall. Huge week for comic books, but let's jump into it. As always, we're going to break it down by publisher, and we're always starting with Marvel. And this week, we're jumping into a giant size X-Men Volume 3, Issue 1 by Jackson Lanzing and Collin Kelly, art by Adam Kubert. Cover is by Greg Capullo, and the colors were by Alex Sinclair for the cover, and colors inside are by Laura Martin, and Clayton Cowles is on the lettering. The past isn't set in stone. The future is up for grabs. History will never be the same. Just in time for the 50th anniversary of the seminal original issue. From superstar artist Adam Kubert and ex-scribes Jackson Lansing and Collin Kelly, plus a Revelations story introducing the X-Men that never was by Al Ewing and Sarah Pichelli. Ever since she discovered she was a mutant, Kamala Khan has been balancing her previous life as Ms. Marvel with her role as a leader in the new community, but her conflicted identity has come at a deep personal cost. Now pulled into the distant past by an unhinged villain with deep ties to mutant history, Ms. Marvel will witness the iconic birth of the Uncanny X-Men and their first encounter with Krakoa from an all-new, all-different perspective. But when history begins to change, can either Kamala Khan or the X-Men themselves survive the experience? And this is the first of 5 giant-sized one-shots. This is going to be fun. Looking forward to this. Not big into reading X-Men, but this one is going to be good, I think. Staying in Marvel, and we're going Predator versus Spider-Man, which issue 1 of this was so much fun. This is written by Benjamin Percy, art by Marcelo Ferreira, cover by Paulo Seguiera, and the colors on it were by Yin Nitro, penciler Marcelo Ferreira, inks by Jay Liston, and colors Frank D'Armata, and Clayton Cowles also did the lettering in this book. Skinner's slaughter continues. The hottest day of the year has brought a blackout to New York, and a predator stalks the dark streets. A predator unlike any other. Skinner has no clan or code, so no one is safe, including MJ, who finds herself trapped on a stalled subway train deep beneath the city. Peter researches the bloody history of this new enemy while evading Detective LaPearl, and Craven begins his hunt for the ultimate hunter. Like I said, issue 1 of this was so good. Benjamin Percy and the Predator Verse series that he's been doing with Marvel, top-notch stuff. Give this one a read if you can. Still in Marvel this week. Picked up quite a bit of Marvel this week. We were on Rogue, The Savage Lands, issue 5 by Tim Seeley, art by Zulema Scotto Lavina, cover by J. Scott Campbell and Tanya Laho. A powerless Rogue and Magneto race to stop Zaladain's plot before it plunges the Savage Land into a second ice age. But what can a girl from Mississippi do against a god? And even if she can stop the ascension, is Rogue saving the Savage Land just to hand it over to Zaladain? This has been really good so far. Tim Seeley is a fantastic writer. J. Scott Campbell's cover just tops it off that much nicely. Pick it up if you can. It's a really good series. Up next, we're going to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, issue 4 by Jody Hauser, art by Will Sleaney, cover by Phil Noto, colors by Jochin, Guru EFX Wilchins, and lettering by Travis Lanham. The final reckoning of the Resistance, Rey and Kylo Ren's years in the making showdown reaches its devastating conclusion. A shocking death sends ripples across the galaxy as the Resistance faces their lowest moment. Who can they turn to for help? It's The Rise of Skywalker. I know a lot of people don't like the movie. However, the comic book has given you a little bit more insight into it, so it's actually been really good. Check it out if you can. I will always read me some Star Wars comic books. Jumping over to DC, and we're going Batman, Volume 3, Issue 160 by Jeff Loeb, art by Scott Williams and Jim Lee, cover by Alex Sinclair, Scott Williams and Jim Lee, and Frank Quietly. I believe this is the Frank Quietly cover right here. Color by Alex Sinclair and lettering by Richard Starkins. The gentleman's name is Silence, and his alliance with Hush will destroy Batman. Really enjoy Hush. His stories with Batman are really good. Like I said, the first one I got was in TPB format, so I didn't collect it issue by issue, but this has been really good. I'm enjoying collecting the single issues, but I will also probably get the TPB of this Hacknett Hush story when it comes out. Check it out if you can. It's really good. I believe it started at issue 159 or 158. Going over to Boom Studios this week, we have Bronze Faces, issue number 3 by Shobo Coker, art by Alexandre Tefinki, and covers by Shof Coker and Janoy Lindsay. An explosive secret is finally revealed in the middle of Timi, Sango, and Jabanka's latest heist. As their plans evaporate into turmoil, the crew scrambles to escape capture under the barrage of gunfire and a frantic chase through the Porto Novo Channel. But a devastating turn of events threatens to unravel their plans for the future, as well as survival of one of their own. This has been really good so far. I enjoy the premise of this story very much. Pick it up if you can. This one has been really good by the Coker brothers. Pick it up. It's good. Going over to Dynamite this week, we're going Terminator issue 7 by Declan Shalvey, art by David O'Sullivan, and this is the Edwin Gallman cover. Everyone knows that in the year 2029, John Connor led the resistance to victory, smashing Skynet's defense grid and defeating the machines once and for all. His mother had trained him from birth to be the perfect soldier and leader that the remnants of humanity needed in their darkest hour. But who did John Connor turn to for guidance when his mother was gone and the hunter seekers and terminators had humanity on the ropes? One person in particular became a mentor to Connor in his darkest hour, some whose own fighting against machines has gone on longer than anyone's. The covers are starting to all look familiar or similar to me when it comes to this book, but the stories have been pretty good. Declan's a great writer. I've enjoyed much of his other works that he's done as well, but these covers are starting to all look the same. But it's been good. Check it out. Going over to what is slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite publishers, and we're going Oni Press this week with a new premiere called Goddamn Tragedy. This is going to be issue 1 by Chris Condon, phenomenal writer, by the way. Art by Sean Kuruniru, and this is the Oliver Dominguez cover. In these woods, fear everything, even each other. From breakout writer Chris Condon and rising star Sean Kuruniru comes a vicious and vengeful account of one of the Old West's darkest episodes from those that live to tell it in a lavishly painted, entirely self-contained 48-page graphic novella, which explains the price. This was $9.99. Ellen Jansen is here to set the record straight about the highly publicized, oft-sensationalized journey her family undertook in 1846. Ellen sets out with her mother, Irina, her father, Leo, on the treacherous road west in search of a better life. But when her father chooses to split off from the party, taking an untested shortcut through the mountains, can their small family survive the elements, the wildlife, and each other? Or will their journey become nothing more than another goddamn tragedy? I haven't read it yet, but damn am I excited to read this one. Chris Condon is such a good writer, and Oni Press hasn't missed when it comes to their titles. So this one has me really excited to sit down and read. Staying in Oni Press, and we're going to Rick and Morty, Ricklemania, issue 4 by Mark Ellerby. Mark Ellerby also did the art. He did one of the covers, as well as Fred C. Stressen. Colors by Meg Casey, and Crank did the lettering on this book. It's the final showdown. It's a family feud of epic proportions. It's the finale of the explosive action-packed series from Mark Ellerby. It's Rick and Morty, Ricklemania number 4. Sucker! Fueled by money, fame, and a wealth of merchandising opportunities, Rick Sanchez turns on his own grandchildren. As Morty and Summer take on their grandfather's wrestling wits to try to snap Rick out of his ego trip, Jerry takes a bold but ill-advised stance against his new employer in an attempt to break free from his contractual obligations. Can Morty and Summer save Rick from himself? Can Jerry escape from his new contract? And who is this shadowy figure from Rick's past? I've read this one already. So fun. So fun. Mark Ellerby, my dude, thank you. You brought 2 of my favorite things together and made it fantastic. Rick and Morty and wrestling. Kudos to you, good sir. Great stuff right there. Going over to Zenescope this week, we're going to Grimm Fairy Tales Volume 2, Issue 96 by Joe Brucia. Covers by Marco Santucci and Maria Laura Sinapo. And Taylor Esposito is doing the lettering on this book. No one outruns time, and Sky Mathers, along with the rest of Arcane Acre, is going to find that out firsthand. Spinning out of the Once Upon the End of Time one-shot, the heroes of the Grimm universe will be going up against the most powerful being to ever exist. But what plans do the Congregation of the Dead have brewing up, and how does it all tie together? Really dope cover. It's really cool. They're taking that one shot and spinning it back into this one. It's going to be a fun time and a good read. Vault Comics is back this week. And if we're talking about Vault, that means we can only talk about one title, and that's Lilith. And this is going to be issue 4 by Corin Howe, who also did the art. And she also did some of the covers as well as Angela Wu. And this is the only cover that I can show you because the other one are kind of not safe for work. So, and I don't want to get banned on anything. So this is the cover you get to see. Fantastic cover though by Collin. Now that the Gooby monster is just a puddle of well goo, things should be smooth sailing for Lilith, right? Not exactly. With the language of the Book of Babylon still a mystery and Michael offering a shifty deal, Lilith may have a few problems on her hands, and there's this creepy priest that keeps following her around. I'm so glad this book didn't get canceled because of the issues it had originally with the press and the printing. So glad that Collin got to get this book out to us. It's been a phenomenal book. Now we're going over to Image, which means we're getting close to the end. And Image, man, they had something for everybody this week. We got a couple of new premieres, so let's dive into them. And we're going to start with Dark Honor, issue 1 by Ethan Sachs, K.S. Bruce, and Brian De Cubilis, with art by Fico Ozio, and he also did the cover. For nearly a century, the 100 has been the strong arm of the New York underworld. But now, as COVID-19 ravages the city in early 2020, a different kind of plague has arrived. A criminal mastermind mounting his takeover, unless Rain, daughter of the 100's leader Joseph, can unite the last elements of the fate and crime games in one desperate attempt to fight back. I've been so hyped for this book for so long, and now that it's here, and now that I've read it, I am now hyped for issue 2. Such a good book. Go pick this up if your local comic shop still has it. You will enjoy it. Another new premiere this week, and it's going to be a fun one. And it's going to be Mommy Blog, issue number 1 by Marguerite Bennett, art and cover by Eleanor Carlini. In this scathing, brutal, outrageous black comedy, Astrid is an aspiring social media super mommy keeping tabs on her glamorous gated community after the disappearances of several neighborhood children. Certain a predator is afoot, she'll turn all her cunning, creativity, sugar, and spice to catching the killer. And if her rivals for Mommy of the Year get caught in the path of the chainsaw, well, you have to break a few eggs to make a cruelty-free omelet, don't you? From writer Marguerite Bennett and artist Eleonora Carlini comes this unsettling black comedy that shows what horror can lurk even with the hearts of a suburban mom. It's Carrie meets Fatal Attraction from the Ninth Circle, bringing you the best horror by the industry's top creative talent. This was so good. If you see the Ninth Circle's print on something, go ahead and grab it up. I guarantee you it is going to be good. And this one did not miss. It was so good. Mommy Blog, y'all. It's a fun one for y'all. Now we're going over to Universal Monsters, The Mummy, issue 3 by Faith Aaron Hitz, art by Lee Lowridge and Faith Aaron Hitz, covers by Faith Aaron Hitz and Sweeney Boo. This is the Sweeney Boo cover. Really dope cover. Faith Aaron Hitz's cover, fire as well. Helen has been asking questions, and now she has the answers. However, everyone around her may be doomed by the mummy. Universal Monsters has been such a terrific series from when they started with Dracula all the way until now with the mummy. All have been fire. Check these out. Now we're taking everyone down with us. Issue 3 by Matthew Rosenberg, art by Stefano Landini, cover by Stefano Landini, colors by Jason Wordy, and Hassan did the lettering. Annalise is learning that sometimes the enemy of your enemy is also your enemy, but maybe when you have a robot man who will kill for you, you don't need many friends. The action-packed tale of espionage and evil empires, generational trauma and global power struggles, and the little girl caught in between continues here. Issue 1, terrific. Issue 2, terrific. Issue 3, also terrific. Check this one out. We're taking everyone down with us. Phenomenal read. God, just go pick this one up. It is so good. Not to be outdone by that one being so damn good. You'll Do Bad Things, issue 3, was also really damn good. This is by Tyler Boss, art by Adriano Tertolucci, and he also did the cover, and Hassan also did the lettering on this one as well. After coming face to face with the shape that's been haunting his nightmares, Seth is treated to an all-you-can-eat buffet at Mistress Bella's Loose Caboose. Maybe that will inspire him to write a happy ending for the woman who accosted him at his book signing. The modern giallo thriller continues here. This and We're Taking Everyone Down With Us came out at the same time. Both have been really phenomenal, and both have made the top 5 twice. Will it be a third? Maybe. There's a lot of good reads this week, but check this out. Going over to Ghost Machine now, we're going to start it off with Hornsby and Halo, issue 7 by Peter J. Tomasi, art by John Calise and Peter Snedgeberg, and cover by Alessandro Vitti, and cover colors by John Calise. Something wicked this way comes to the town of Warwick. News outlets converge upon the community as bizarre lights have been seen in the sky, and many residents wonder if there are strange creatures among them. The true cause, of course, is Zack and Rose's burgeoning abilities, but they need to keep their heads down because Brock Bodden, Monster Hunter, has arrived to find the truth. About issue 5 of this one, things really picked up with this story, and they are still picking up and getting good. Hornsby and Halo, check them out if you can. Really good stuff from Ghost Machine there. Staying in Ghost Machine, but going over to my favorite street, Hyde Street, issue 6 by Jeff Johns, art by Francis Portela, cover by Kyle Hotz, and the color was done by Dan Brown, and the interior color was done by Brad Anderson. The manipulative Mr. X-Ray wants out of Hyde Street pronto. The closer he gets to snatching 10,000 souls, the nearer his freedom, and he wants to up the count in a big way by capturing an entire theater full of poor saps who have found their way onto Hyde Street, but will one good soul at all. Hyde Street is so damn good, y'all. Go check them out. So good. This is phenomenal stuff from Ghost Machine. And if we're in Ghost Machine, that means Spawn Universe is coming up next. And we're going Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, issue 43 by Todd McFarlane, art by Carlo Barberi, and covers by Jonathan Glampian and Von Randall. The gunslinger is in for the fight of his life. All hell has broken loose. He is the only one standing between a horde of rampaging demons and a small town. Really enjoyable series. Go check it out if you can. Trade paperbacks are out at your local comic book shop. Finally, last up from the Spawn universe this week, we're going Rat City, issue 14 by Erica Schultz, art by Zay Carlos, and covers by Federico Sabatini and Von Randall. Quinlan's past finally catches up to him, and after a gunshot wound to the head, the chairman wakes up in the most surprising of locations. Really good. I thought this might slow down, and it kind of did, but then it ramped right back up. Rat City, really good stuff right here. Check them out if you can. And that's my recommendations for the week of May 28th. Let us know down in the comments what you picked up at your local comic book shop or what you ordered online. However you get your comments, we don't care. Let us know what you picked up in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this 22nd episode of USDN, which is crazy to think about. It's already May 28th, and we're already halfway kind of through the year. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be posting the other covers I picked up this week because I did pick up quite a few other ones. And I should be posting the next long episode I'm going to be doing soon. If you want to catch my interview that I did with VV Coquette founder on Thursday, it's up right now on YouTube if you want to check that out. Lots of great things coming from them, from the Star Wars universe. That's all I have for you this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button down below for me. And on behalf of myself, the chairman, and the Council of Nerds, this USDN short is USDN approved.